Drafting with Numot. Another drafting with Numot. This one, Vintage Cube again. From what the Magic Online team has posted, we're actually going to get Ravnica Allegiance on the 17th, so another week or so from now, or from at least when you view this video, we will have the new set. But for now, some more Vintage Cube. And, well, what do we have here? An Ashiok, an Ugin, Reanimate. Nothing really super broken. No pieces of power here, of course. Reanimate seems like a pretty strong one. I do like Ashiok. It is a super annoying card to play against for sure. But I don't know if that's the route I want to take right now. I kind of want to take Brainstorm and see where that leads, honestly. Does that seem weird? It might seem weird, but any blue cantrip is normally good. Things like Ponder, Preordain, Brainstorm are powerful enough to me, so I'm going to take it. And here, on the other hand, we do have a card that is quite the powerhouse. It's not technically Power 9, but it's certainly close enough in power level to the Power 9. It's the Mana Crypt. 0 mana, add 2 colorless, goes into every deck. And yes, obviously you can kill yourself with it, you know, if you lose enough coin flips, but I think the upside's obviously there. Otherwise, I'm passing Mystical Tutor, Worn Power Stone, Watery Grave, Thoughtseize, some other nice ones, but I don't think anything comes close to the Mana Crypt. Alright, next pick. Arcane Artisan has been doing amazing work for not only me, but my opponents. Compulsive Research is quite nice, and then we have some lands that we could consider. I don't mind taking the Arcane Artisan. I did just pass the Reanimate, so this is a card that also goes well into the Reanimator deck. It is a pretty early pickup here, though, if I pick it third. But it's either that or Compulsive. I think I'll just go with the card draw for now and see if we can wheel the Arcane Artisan. As we pick up, let's say, a Nahiri or a Gilded Lotus here. I don't mind going down the brown route, the artifact route, and just taking the Gilded Lotus, especially since I already have a Mana Crypt. Seems fine to take over the Nahiri. This pack, on the other hand, got a few other card types. We have Inferno Titan and probably Search for Azcanta as my leading two, although Council's Judgment very strong. I don't think I need to delve into another color just yet, even though Inferno Titan is quite powerful. I think I'm just going to take the Search for Azcanta. Alright, now we got some powerful cards here as well. Imperial Seal, Sylvan Library, Soulfire Grandmaster. Man, I had a really sweet deck the other day with Soulfire Grandmaster and Time Walk, which, of course, is infinite turns if you have the available mana to activate the Soulfire Grandmaster and then Time Walk with it, but that is more the dream and not the normal reality. Here I think I'm looking at the Sylvan Library and I'm looking at the Treasure Cruise, both very good cards, of course. I think the Sylvan Library has a little bit higher upside, so we'll go ahead and take that, even though it is in a different color. Wow, that is quite the pack of win cons. Blightsteel Colossus, Kozilek Butcher of Truth, Torrential Gearhulk, Mind's Desire for any Storm business. I think I'm going to try to shy away from the Storm this time, though. Not take the Mind's Desire. I think Blightsteel is probably a good choice, as this does look like a good start to like a Tinker deck, if I can randomly find that. In fact, you know, turn 1 Mana Crypt Island Tinker is a turn 1 Blightsteel Colossus, so let's try to live the dream here. It's also good if I pick up, say, Sneak Attack or Through the Breach type effect. Survival is also an interesting one. It's either that or the Expansion Explosion, both powerful cards. I think I lean towards the Expansion here over the Survival, but wouldn't fault you for taking either. There's also a Liliana here, but Blightsteel is one of those cards that you can't reanimate, as it does have a replacement effect. So unlike Eldrazi, which you can reanimate as long as it's instant speed, Blightsteel is not one of those cards that you can. Ooh, now Brawl on the wheel is looking pretty good. Started to take a few instants and sorceries, so that might pay off. Although there's a Chandra here as well, and Chandra has been pretty impressive just in all cases. I could see taking Chandra here over Baral. In fact, let's do that. Raw power level wise, I think that Chandra's better. Thoughtseize on the wheel is a little bit surprising to me, but we do have Control Magic and a Bonfire of the Damned. Let's take the Control Magic here. Did wheel the Arcane Artisan. Okay, Arcane Artisan does work with the Blightsteel too. I'm actually a little bit surprised it wheels, but we do have a nice solid start to a draft here. Got some really good powerful cards, got some different routes that we can lean into, and you know, even if we're just playing good cards, this is going to work. I think Black Cleave is probably the card that we're most likely to play. Which is to say, not very, but just take another piece of fixing here. Bayou. Now available to multiple fetches if we wanted. Factory's also good if we're going to go the Tinker plan or the Artifact plan. And then wield the Mind's Desire, which I'll just tuck away into the sideboard for now. So obviously we'd like to open some more power, but oh yes, not technically power, but again, one of the cards that's just the best in the cube, not close. Can't pass a Soul Ring here, it's just way too good. Losing out on, say, a Worm Coil, Mana Leak, Repeal, Is It Charm, but I have Mana Crypt and Soul Ring. Now we're just looking for some card draw effects, because this deck is off to a real nice start. Alright, second pick of the second pack, and it has a bunch of other goodies for us again. Dak Faden is just super powerful in this cube because of the number of high power level artifacts, and just because most decks are running artifacts in general. Otherwise, we also have a Consecrated Sphinx, which would be pretty good, but I think Dak actually trumps the Consecrated Sphinx as a pick here. We're losing Flooded Strand, Simic Signet, Chain Lightning, but Dak has been extremely good, and I don't think it's a card you can pass here. Speaking of extremely good cards, holy moly. Mana Drain and Time Spiral. This is turning out to be one of the most broken drafts I've had, just on raw card power level. You know, not even looking at synergy, which we don't have that much, but raw card power level, this is getting gross. I actually think I'm supposed to take the Time Spiral here over the Mana Drain, which is kind of crazy, but given the cards that I already have, I think the Time Spiral is better for this deck than the Mana Drain. Oof. Wow, again, super powerful pack here. Signet, Portal, LED, Shelldock Isle, which is going to be my pick, Polluted Delta. This draft is great. Even the Trinket Mage, which I think wheels, you know, goes and gets the Soul Ring and the Mana Crypt. Yowza. Treachery, Through the Breach, Workshop. Oh my, I don't know what's going on. I'm going to take the Treachery here. Would not be surprised to see the Workshop wheel. This draft is going crazy for us here, as we get a Karn now, which is good, over Ancestral Vision and a Golgari Signet. Something to do with all this mana ramp that I currently have. Seems fine. Depending on if I get fixing or not, we might be tucking away the Shelldock library, though. But yeah, this has been quite the draft so far. Okay, next pack has a Tropical Island, which would be good for the Sylvan Library, but I can just take the Frost Titan here, which is already on color, and another nice one to ramp out to. Sometimes you play a turn 3 Frost Titan, and it honestly just wins the game, so I think I'm happy to take that. Brain Freeze. Wow, that's a very late Vampiric Tutor. I think Lodestone Golem also has a home here. Yeah, I'm going to take the Lodestone over the Vampiric Tutor, even though Vampiric Tutor is a better card. And then we have Is It Charm, Pyromancer, Repeal, and a Sacred Foundry. Been very impressed with Is It Charm as well. Yeah, this draft is very good. We're probably going to be running 16, maybe even less, lands, as Mana Crypt kind of counts as a land for me. I don't count Soul Ring as a full land, but I think right now we can lean towards 16 instead of 17, as we'll take a Chain Lightning here over the Armageddon. Just some early interactions, not bad. Kolagon's Command is another card worthy of splashing if I want to take that. Yeah, it's unlikely I'm going to be ending up running the Desperate Ritual. I already have that Black Cleave Cliffs in my sideboard too, so there's potential for the Kolagons. Ooh. We wield the Trinket Mage, but there's also a Metalworker now, which is interesting. I think we're not as much the artifact theme, so Trinket Mage is probably going to be better, but we still have a pack to go, so Metalworker could be a thing. And remember, we're still planning on wheeling like that Mishra's Workshop too. Chart a Course or Through the Breach. I think I like the card draw. Another black-red land. Okay, so we didn't get the Workshop back, but that's not a problem. Again, not really on the artifact plan anyways. I'll be cutting the Blightsteel Colossus if I don't pick up like a Tinker. Instead, what do we get? We get a Mindslaver, Slaver, Everflowing Chalice, Thran Dynamo, and a Ponder, as well as some other playables like Manic Vandal and Faithless Looting. Mindslaver has just been way too good. And if I can get lucky enough to pick up the Academy Ruins, then we can potentially just take infinite turns from our opponents. But oftentimes a Time Walk, or not a Time Walk, rather, a Mind Control is good enough to win the game single-handedly. So let's take the Slaver. And wow, Mana Vault now too. I have Mana Crypt, Mana Vault, and a Soul Ring. Basically, we want to draw Time Spiral every single game because, holy moly. I'm going to take the Vault here, hoping to wheel Goblin Welder. Tolarian Academy? Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't think it's quite good enough. I think Spiral of Canal is probably a slightly better pick right now than Tolarian Academy. Which is kind of weird, but I think correct. Oh, you know what? I just realized I still have Arcane Artisan, so that means Blightsteel Colossus is probably still slightly playable. I think I'm probably going to end up cutting the Control Magic, since we already have Treachery, which is just better anyways. We could get the Tolarian Academy on the wheel. It's not impossible. We shall see, though. Ooh, hello. Is that the card I was talking about? The Fabled Academy Ruins? I think we just have to slam that up here now that we have the Mindslaver for the infinite combos. Just take control of every turn your opponent has, if you have enough mana. It does require a lot of mana, yes, but power level is worth it. Now something like Doretti also is very good. That Goblin Welder I was mentioning earlier on the wheel would be great. Yeah, this is a pretty solid deck so far. Oh, there's the Tinker too. Okay, I'm passing an Emrakul, but now Blightsteel Colossus has a real good chance in this deck. Right? We have the Arcane Artisan and we have the Tinker. We have ways to pitch it so that it's back in our library. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I don't know what I'm trying to get here now. Oh, okay. How about another draw 7? Because why not? I guess Brainstorm is a cut right now, since I don't have too many shuffle effects. Actually, that's not true. I have Trinket Mage, I have Tinker, I have some uses for Brainstorm. And like I said, I'm not going to be running 17 lands here. Not when I have Crypt, Soul Ring, and Mana Vault now. Holy moly. What is this deck missing? I don't know. In fact, since we're more combo, maybe Brainstorm is a little bit better than Chain Lightning here. Cruel Signet or Scalding Tarn? There's also a Winter Orb in the pack, which is not too shabby here. Scalding Tarn is like the perfect land, of course. I don't have any duel for it to fetch, but honestly, it might just be Gruul Signet. I think I might take Gruul Signet here. It's better for the Tinker. I don't need the Scalding Tarn. The fetch is good for Brainstorm, but the artifact has better synergy in our deck. I'm not going to play any of these. Let's see if we can get that Tolarian Academy back. Okay, Ponder Wield. Another pretty good one. Just set up our deck. I think the Academy might have been next pack. I don't believe it was in the Ponder pack, but maybe I'm misremembering on that as well. Not that we even need the Academy. Like, it would just be bonus in our deck anyways. Let's see. So I need to cut maybe one card and then I can call it good. Could just be Lodestone. Oh, Welder and Forge Master Wield too. Alright, so we're going to take the Welder, as that's another way to go pseudo-infinite with Mindslaver. Oh, this is real good. Real good. It's possible I can cut like Chart a Course then, since I've picked up so much other good card draw. Let's see. I'd still want to cut, I think, one more card perhaps, so that we can run Mana Crypt and 16 lands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, well there's the Academy. And it's definitely good enough to run here. Maybe it is just cutting the Chandra, honestly. Like, the double red's a little bit awkward already, and she's not as good as a lot of these other cards I already have. Dang, Mana Flare and a Show and Tell too. Show and Tell is very risky, as is Mana Flare. We might sideboard, like if we wheel the Emrakul somehow, some way. Maybe Show and Tell makes it into the deck, but this is one of the better raw power level decks that I've drafted, for sure, in the Vintage Cube. Like, we have some of the best cards, good mana fixing, good ramp. Yeah. I can see this deck either going 3-0 or 0-3. Some draws are going to be awkward, of course, but wow. Provided I don't make some egregious plays, I think we're gonna be in for a real treat here. 2 more picks to go. Not expecting anything, but not that we need anything else in this deck. Mishra's Factory also has that extra value now. I was picking of it earlier, but now it can be sacrificed to Tinker in a pinch. So all in all, A+ would draft again. Dreadbore for the side. And versus like creature decks, we can bring in Chain Lightning and whatnot, control magic. But in the dark, I think I'm going to leave them in the sideboard for now. We'll run 16 lands here. Academy, yes. Canal, yes. Isle, yes. Factory, yes. Ruins, yes. And I still get 11 lands. And we definitely want a lot more blue than red. Let's see, Signet produces red, though. I think... Wait, it wants me to add 12 cards? Interesting. No, never mind. That's 11. I can't count. What am I talking about? So I can go like this. Could even probably add one more red source just to play it a little bit safe. But it's definitely blue that we need the most, so we'll just play it safe and do the submitted amount that they suggest. And yeah, wow, this deck looks great. Let's go to round 1 and see if it can play out as well as it looks. Stay tuned. All right, here we go for round 1 of this Vintage Cube draft. On the draw, and hand is pretty poor, so let's mulligan. Opponent also mulligan to 6. We just have much better starts. This is acceptable, but it's not very exciting. Turn 1 Mana Vault. I'm not going to play turn 2 Trinket Mage, although Trinket Mage goes ahead and gets Soul Ring, for instance. Shellblock Isle might be worth keeping, but I think I'm actually going to bottom in hopes of finding a draw 7. His opponent leads with a Preordain. Just finding like a Time Spiral or Time Twister, you know. I'm going to go ahead and leave with the turn 1 Mana Vault, though, over the Ponder. Just because we don't exactly know what we're looking for yet, and there's no rush. Again, no rush here. Let's lead out with the Signet instead of the Ponder. I don't mind just setting up my mana base. It's going to be turn 3, and we're going to have like 7 mana. Pretty good. Opponent on mono blue currently. Okay. Hey, a Frost Titan. That's pretty good here on turn 3. I don't really want to run that into counter magic, but let's ponder first. Oh yeah, there's a draw 7. Let's go. I think here we're gonna draw the factory. No, draw the time spiral. Play the land academy, and then play the trinket mage. I'm gonna try to bait out a few spells before we try to resolve one of our bigger threats. And let's go ahead and get the crypt here and pass. Okay, another land from the opponent. Lodestone's a pretty good draw too, wow. So now I can actually go like this. Let's attack for 2. Let's lead with Lodestone Golem. Assuming it's going to get countered. Wait, no, we want to tap like this. Guess we have to play the Mana Crypt first. Assuming, again, this is getting countered, because now I can't cast either of these 6 drops. Alright, just a remand, that's not too bad. And now I'm going to go ahead and try to Frost Titan. They might have another counter here, of course. Ooh, a mana drain. Alright. Well, enjoy your 6 mana, friend. Power Stone, land. Pass? Oh, well, that wasn't very exciting. We can go ahead and pay here. Heads. Great. Alright, Shelldock Isle's a good draw now. As we will attack for 2. Play that Lodestone. Play the Shelldock Isle. Getting Blightsteel Colossus. Nice, and 3 land. And opponent, again, just passing, not doing anything. Heads again, or champions. Let's pay 4 again. I guess we don't even need to do anything. If the opponent's not doing anything, I'm in no rush to do anything myself. They're just going to die in 2 turns. I have to be a little bit worried about like a sneak attack or through the breach, but given that this is game 1 and I don't know what they're doing, I don't see any reason to give them extra cards here. Okay, Snapcaster Preordained. Not the most exciting of plays. Three mana Snapcaster, 2 mana Preordained seems good. And we just want them to play another spell here. We'll choose Tail this time. Nice, we're champions again. Goblin Welder. Yeah, again, I don't know if there's a reason for me to run out the time spiral when they're not even doing anything. This is a weird game of Vintage Cube, but This feels like it will hurt me more than help me. Alright, this is where we find out if we're dead. 6 mana. Glorybringer. Alright, well that's not that bad. So they're going to go ahead and maybe shoot my Lodestone Golem, which I could just bring it back with Welder on a following turn, or draw it with Academy Ruins if I wanted to. Pretty lackluster there. Land, pass. I haven't lost a Crypt Flip yet, that's pretty nice. Two cards in hand. Yeah, I just don't see a reason to do anything. Let's play the Artisan. And let's pass the turn. Welding our Lodestone out for our Mana Crypt. Again, really weird game. Maybe I'm playing too cautiously with this Time Spiral, but they seem like a very reactive deck. There's consideration to not using the Welder until the end of their turn, so I fade sorcery speed removal. But this makes it harder for them to do too many things this turn, you know? Alright, Mystic Confluence to bounce. Sure. That's fair. Plays land again. And just passes. Oh, there's a Tolarian Academy draw. Alright. So let's lead with Artisan. Lodestone. Pass. Incinerate my Welder. Okay, that resolves. And now they can Glorybringer down my Lodestone again. I really need them to draw... Ooh. Really need them to draw a card. If they could have drawn a card this turn, I would have been able to Shell Dock here. So I'm going to take 9. That's not very good for me. Gonna go down to 7 though. Okay. Now's the question, do I Time Spiral? How do I win if I Time Spiral here? Because I could just pass and hope that they don't draw a burn spell. That honestly seems a little bit better. It's just Arcane Artisans ourselves. Alright, discard them, or exile a land. And just pass here. If they have a burn spell for 2, I'm dead. But I'm not going to give them credit for having another one. Oh boy, that's terrifying. Oh no. Alright. Well, can you burn me for 2? This is a lot of mana. Goblin Dark Dwellers Incinerate. Yep. Wow. What a weird game. I guess I lose. They have a bunch of counters. Man. I just don't think it was ever correct to fire off the Time Spiral when we were such in a dominating position, but then they eventually drew out of it, so. Maybe that's on me, but. Interesting, interesting. All right. I think we just run it back. There's not really much sideboard we have for them. Remand, Mana Drain, Mana Confluence, Snapcaster Mage. Those could be problematic. Let's just hope that we get the turn 1 Tinker Blightsteel and call it a day. Alright, here we are for game 2 of the first round. And no! The Blightsteel is in my hand, so I cannot tinker it away. This looks like a keep, though. Turn 1 Vault. If I draw a land, I can turn 2 Lotus, which is pretty good. If not, I can like Trinket Mage for Soul Ring. Let's go ahead and Lotus here. Could also just tinker away the Mana Vault for Lodestone, which seems fine. Yeah, let's do that. Turn 2 Lodestone Golem when I have extra mana on the battlefield already seems decent enough, honestly. This makes all of their counters next turn effectively dead. They can't incinerate this turn, but they could next turn. Or they have a Lightning Bolt. Deal. Okay, let's ponder first. See if we want any of these cards. We do. Wow. I actually wanted both the Crypt and the Time Spiral, but I'd rather just have the Time Spiral now. Play the Trinket Mage. Go get our Soul Ring. Soul Ring pass. I have to be worried about them having a double blue in passing. Yeah. So I think I'm just going to activate Factory and attack for 4. I need them to tap out for something is ideal for us. Because 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 mana, but getting any of these cards countered is such a problem. And now they can potentially incinerate here, plus counter open, but I think we're just going to keep beating for 4 until they do something. Okay. That's a good draw. I'll lead with a compulsive here. Should have actually tapped a little bit differently, but that's fine. Okay, they are going to mana drain that. And I don't actually have enough mana to do anything else, so... Good to get the mana drain out of their hand, I suppose, but this is a turn where we could just lose, in all honesty. Sneak attack Emrakul incoming or something. Okay, land. What do you got? Thundermaw again? No, this is bigger than, or different than Thundermaw. Inferno Titan, okay. Well, we're going to hope that treachery resolves, but I'm not counting on it. Wow, they have counterspell too. Jeez, this guy has mono counters. If they have Snapcaster in hand, we just lose. What is this? They're tapping way too quickly. Oh, just a Consecrated Sphinx. Alright, that's not that bad. I needed an Upheaval in my deck. Taking a lot more, alright. Well, damn. I don't think Frost Titan is winning this game anymore, but if I Time Spiral, I give them a million cards. Actually, 1 million cards. Man, I got here. Mana Drain, Counterspell. Mana Drain. I mean, I suppose Time Spiral is still just my best bet, even if I let them draw their entire library. Okay. So I can Treachery their Sphinx into Karn, the Inferno Titan, I guess. No, I'm 1 short. 5 mana. I'll have 6 mana. Oh no. This doesn't work. Alright, well, let's ponder and hope to find like a mana crypt, I guess. Let's shuffle here. Brainstorm ain't gonna cut it either. Oh, Mindslaver would have worked if I had enough mana. Doesn't really matter how we do this then. Darn, darn, darn. Yeah. Opponent's deck was good too. Too many counters for me. I still think I played it okay in game 1. With the Time Spiral not casting it. Alright, so tap 4. I don't think there's any way we can survive, but we'll find out, I suppose. Because even if they just have Mystic Confluence, we lose. In fact, maybe it was better for me to take Inferno Titan because of this. We shall see. I expect a mana confluence here. Bribery. Alright, bribery my Emrakul. Wait, I'm not running Emrakul. What am I running? I have Blightsteel in my hand. Arcane Artisan on the battlefield. Frost Titan. That doesn't kill me. Although, I assume they just hold up their counter magic here. Their mana drain, their remand, or whatever, and so this Mindslaver's not even going to resolve, but that's our 1 out. Somehow Mindslavering them for the win. I have exactly enough mana to cast the Mindslaver and activate it. Again, assuming I'm not just dead here, and I am at 1 on board. Alright, now we are dead. They had a Mox Ruby too, darn. GG's. Alright, good stuff, opponent. You've successfully dispatched me, and perhaps my too safe play, my too cautious play. I guess that's how this deck can lose. Too many counters? All of our, because we have a bunch of ramp, but all of our relevant spells can get countered, and then what are we doing? Yeah. Alright, well, let's try to win round 2. Round 2 with our vintage cube deck. Pretty medium hand, but it's a keeper. Turn 2 Gruul Signet into turn 3 Trinket Mage, and some good stuffs. Opponent on Esper over there. Have a Signet of their own, okay. Ah, but we drew a Mana Vault. In fact, new game plan. Mana Vault, Lodestone Golem turn 2. Still waiting for that busted turn 1 Tinker draw. Turn 1 Tinker Blightsteel. 3 mana Impulse, that's fine. Okay, what are you gonna get, OP? Alright, they have received their card. I'm gonna lose 1 life from the Mana Vault here. Tolarian Academy would be a great draw. Let's draw Academy. Seems like a good plan. That's not a Tolarian Academy. Alright, so let's play the Mountain, attack for 5. And then I have 2 options. I can either play the Gruul Signet or the Search for Azcanta. Remember, I cannot cast Trinket Mage because the Lodestone Golem also makes my spells cost more. I guess I'm okay playing the Search, actually. Start filtering our draws. Like, if I play the Signet, yeah, I could then play Trinket Mage plus Soul Ring or whatever the following turn, but this hand doesn't really do much. So this way we can potentially find like a Time Twister, Time Spiral type effect and start doing... Wow! Black Lotus too, huh? Okay. Well, I guess... when you pick power, you deserve to play against power. We played against Mox Ruby and Ancestral Recall plus Mana Drain and Mono Counters last match. Let's see what this Black Lotus... Oh. Well, that was rather unfulfilling. Black Lotus for a Treasure Cruise? Okay, never mind. We're fine. Oh, Tinker. Yeah, we don't need that. Blightsteel's already in our hand. Play a 4-mana Trinket Mage. Let's just go get Soul Ring. We don't need the Crypt here. Attack for another 5. I was expecting something crazy, but guess not. Okay, this is 5-mana spell. Ooh, a Mirari's Wake? Uh-oh. 5-color Mirari's Wake? Now you've got my curiosity. Okay, let's bin the Brainstorm. Let's not untap. That's a lot of mana we've just drawn. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So they have 14 mana next turn with a land, which means they cannot Emrakul me. So I guess we got that going for us. Maybe they're playing Storm, though. Mirari's Wake Storm is a real thing. Okay, Pentad for 2. Maybe a Wheel of Fortune. Oh, Brain Freeze. Brain Freeze for 6. Oh, and I have the Blightsteel Colossus in my hand, so if they flash it back, they can actually kill me. Oh. Never mind, just an Empty the Warren, just... Which is good with Mirari's Wake. They do get 2/2s, but... Alright. They've actually turned on my Azcanta for me. Yes, we don't want that. They have no cards in their hand, so... No reason to do that, I feel. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm 1 off of Blight Stealing. So I guess let's go look at what's on the top. Well, again, a card we do not want to cast versus them. Let's then Treachery one of their goblins. Oh, I can't! I'm 1 mana short because of the Lodestone, so let's cast the Mana Crypt here. Now we'll Treachery one of their goblins for 6, and we get to re-untap our Azcanta and activate it again. And why not? Trade away a goblin. Their Shambling Vent's a 3/4, notably. Two, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Alright, and a turn as Azcanta. Mindslaver should do it, I would guess. Okay. Karn's actually pretty good too. But they have both Shambling Vent and Lumbering Falls active. But 2, 4, 5, 6. Mindslaver them. And that should be all she wrote. As we can then attack with all of their goblins, tap them out of all their mana, and then win on our following turn with Lodestone Golem, just bashing them in the face for 5. Yep, and I think it looks like they scooped here. So we're playing against Storm. So Show and Tell is actually pretty good versus Storm, or it can be. They could put something like Mirari's Wake, which we've seen, plus or Yawgmoth's Bargain onto the battlefield. And actually, I guess I don't have that many good hits for Show and Tell. We're definitely taking the Treachery out, though. And I guess I can just bring in like a Chandra. That seems rather lackluster, but I suppose that's going to be the ticket. I think we leave the draw 7 effects in because not only are they going to have some of their own anyways, but we're going to have some of those hands that just dump out a bunch of fast mana early and then cast a draw 7 before they really got anything going. So I think we leave them in, even though they can be High Risk, High Reward, Double-Edged Sword. On the draw, I could bank on Brainstorm, or I could just mulligan and try to get a better hand. Yeah, let's just go down to 6. It's not exciting, but it's a keep. Ooh, turn 1 Soul Ring? I lied. It is exciting again. Turn 1 Soul Ring, turn 2 Chandra? Seems decent. Then we just start upticking and threatening ultimate, I think. As they play an Azorius Signet. If I draw a Dak, though, I will steal the Signet here. Ooh, I can actually cast the Mana Crypt if I want to. Yeah, let's do it. What the heck? That's kind of funny. We can still get Mana Vault here with the Trinket Mage for the record. Opponent is kind of going off, though. Kind of going off with artifacts, I should say. Do you have like a Vindicate for Chandra? Nope, you have your own Trinket Mage. What 1-mana artifacts did we see from them last game, if any? Oh, right, duh, the Lotus. Okay, well, we drew a Blightsteel, which we don't want. So what we can do here is start off with a Ponder. I want to be able to hold up Izzet Charm, but I can't do so and cast any of these other spells. Yeah, this colorless mana is not doing me any favors. Izzet Charm is so good right now, though, I feel like. Yeah, let's go like order like this. Shuffle no. Uptick Chandra, exile the land, and just pass. Unfortunate that they get to hit my Chandra now with their Trinket Mage for 2 if they would like to, but I think holding up Izzet Charm is too important versus a Storm deck. We can counter a relevant spell like their Wake or whatever. If they're just activating Shambling Vent, that's also not terrible for me. That means they're not doing too much this turn. Yeah, sure, they get to attack my Planeswalker, but then they're not developing out their board, and that's okay. We will draw a Goblin Welder for the turn. Let's choose heads again, lost again. Let's play the land, then reveal. Yeah, we're gonna brainstorm. I'm gonna put Blightsteel on top. And the land should be okay. Then we are going to Trinket Mage, go get our Mana Vault, cast the Mana Vault, and still hold up our Charm. Looking good. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is... What? What is this? Ah, they did have the Wake. Beautiful. And get them. Now I have to decide if I want to Time Spiral them, though. Which, again, is super risky versus a Storm deck. I could just pass and hold up Explosion for, let's see, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I could do it for 8, 9, 10. Actually, I could do it main phase and do it for like 10 with Chandra. To YOLO or not to YOLO? That is the question. I think I'm not going to YOLO. I think I'm going to add 2 red here. We are going to do it for quite a bit, though. I think 7 is probably a good number. Okay, we did draw the Academy and the Tinker. Let's see. So this adds 3, 4. I have 5 mana right now. So I can play the Lotus out. And then Tinker. Oh no! I didn't mean to sacrifice. I meant to sacrifice the mana vault there. Whoops. Oh, that's awkward. I think it's actually better to get the Lodestone Golem as a Lodestone Golem effect, Thalia effect versus Storm is very, very hard for them to beat. I meant to sack the mana vault. I kind of misclicked, which is actually a little bit irrelevant for mana's purposes, but not the worst case scenario. Because now we can just Karn plus, you know, Frost Titan them out of the game. So I have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 mana. 12, 14, which I'm actually short of casting Karn and Frost Titan by 1 mana. That's kind of funny. Okay, I guess let's... Wait, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 7, 13... Oh, never mind. I have perfect mana. I miscounted the Tellurian Academy. Tellurian Academy adds 4 mana here. So let's Karn their... Let's Karn their only red source. And Titan down their only green source. And then just pass, as they have the Shambling Vent active. And then we should win next turn. Man, this deck has so many broken cards. I'm a little bit sad that we lost first round, but first round opponent's deck was great too, no doubt. And that's the thing, if like versus me, similarly where I, you know, played Lodestone Golem and had 1 counterspell for the opponent's relevant threats. If somebody has like 1 good counter versus my 1 relevant threat, then I also have a problem. I don't really see them coming back from this one, especially with the Lodestone now. Okay, Mox Diamond. Back up to 5. Red, white. What do you got? Pyretic Ritual, Black Lotus, Lion's Eye Diamond. Oh, into nothing would be my guess. I hope they have Brain Freeze and I still have the... They get Brain Freeze and I have Blightsteel Colossus in my deck and I still win. Oh no! Wow, they almost did it too. They almost did it. That was crazy. Ritual, Lotus, and Lotus, effectively, the LED. Get the Brain Freeze. They Brain Freeze me for... well, I guess it's going to be 18, but then my Blightsteel is going to just continuously re-trigger. Oh no. I'm sorry. Wait. What? They didn't go get Brain Freeze. I've been bamboozled. I've been bamboozled! Alright. It's heads. Great, I won. Go ahead and pay the 4 this time. Don't want to lose any life. What the heck just happened? Okay, play a land, exile the top. Exile the land. Is there a way I mean, I guess I can actually lose this game, can't I? Let's get rid of their Shambling Vent. 3 mana, search for Azcanta. 1, 2, 3, 4. Arcane Artisan. Goblin Welder. Frost Titan only blocks 1 creature, so I might as well attack with it. And effectively kill 2 there. Did they know about my Blightsteel? I guess I must have discarded it at some point, so they know that Brain Freeze was not a win. That's pretty funny, though. Ooh, Imperial Seal. Alright, I dig it. They're at 7. I doubt they're attacking. Okay, I have been bamboozled again. If they do this, they're dead on board, unfortunately. As yes, I take 5, but Chandra can shoot one of the goblins. The Frost Titan can tap another one, and then that should be lethal, if I'm not doing my math wrong. Right? Shoot down, tap down, they block here, takes, yeah. GG's. Wow, the goblins keep changing position, you see that? Trying to bamboozle me. Alright. We beat the Storm deck. Good job, deck. You did me proud. Let's try to salvage this 2-1 now from the last round. Stay tuned. Okie dokie, here's round 3 of this Vintage Cube draft with our pretty nice artifact deck. I'm going to keep this hand. We have turn 2 Search for Azcanta, turn 3 Arcane Artisan. Our academies are not doing much right now, but that's fine. Obviously, we have more ideal hands. Maybe I should just mulligan until I get Tinker. But oh well. No Mana Crypt, no Soul Ring, no Mana Vault in my hand is sad face. Opponent leads with the Elves of Deep Shadow. So it looks like they're going to be a green-based ramp deck. Well, there goes my search for Azcanta. Better that, though, than like a Soul Ring or something. Alright, let's get out our Arcane Artisan. Ooh, with the Arcane Artisan, we can actually get our Lodestone Golem on the battlefield to turn early. Well, turn early given the fact that I have Academy in my hand and no other land, that is to say. I will block. I will take 1 damage. Could also just hardcast, which seems fine too. They didn't do anything last turn with 4 mana, so similarly, they might not be able to do anything this turn. Oh, well, they drew a Manglehorn? I guess they had it in their hand, but okay. Their deck seems well suited versus me. Okay, let's Trinket Mage here. Let's see. Soul Ring, play the Soul Ring. Enters tapped because of the damn Manglehorn, and play the Academy. Oh man, Rex Sage into Manglehorn. That's the dream. Into a Verdurous Gearhulk. Okay. All my artifacts entering tapped does not feel good, I must say. That's funny. Guess we're gonna sideboard in like Chain Lightning. Take 3. Ponder. Well, I can play Gilded Lotus here. And then use the Arcane Artisan's ability. Set up for next turn. So we could randomly hit Frost Titan or our Blightsteel. We might not hit either of those, but there's a possibility. Or a Karn. I guess I'm going to ditch the Ponder then. And take 10, go to 5? Yeah, that doesn't feel great. Hopefully they don't have like an Armageddon here. That is a pretty risky play too, all things considered. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I forgot it enters tapped, so it doesn't even matter. Well, you know what I could do? I could Explosion the Manglehorn and then Karn the Gear Hulk. That might work. So this would then add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I need to do this for 3. Hopefully they don't have Resto Angel. I will lose to that card, but that was already a problem anyways. Okay. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so now I don't even need to Mana Crypt. Now instead I can Mana Vault. 7. Karn. Get rid of the Gear Hulk. Alright. Kind of stable now. Tireless Tracker, sure. They do have a land, that's fine. I wonder if they just use it main phase, the clue. And I don't think we want to take any damage, so let's go ahead and untap the Mana Vault. Goblin Welder, okay. Let's... I think I'm going to Karn Uptick here. Get a card from their hand. They might sack their clue in response, and then if they do, I can use the Tireless Tracker. Sorry, the Is It Charm to kill the Tireless Tracker. Heartbeat of Spring? Whoa. That's an interesting one. So I wonder why they're holding up that much mana then. Because they didn't sack their clue. Alright, let's kill it now. Hopefully I don't lose to like a tooth and nail as a result of this. Eternal Witness Manglehorn, okay. Oh, no, they're going to get the tracker back. That's fine. I think I'm actually supposed to kill their planes with Karn now. As we use the Artisan end of turn. Tinker. Hey, that's a good draw. All right, so let's start like this. Exile their planes with Karn. Tinker away the Mana Vault. Getting... I guess I could get Mindslaver here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, I guess I have the infinite combos, don't I? Yeah, never mind. Let's just get Mindslaver and combo them out infinitely. Then I can put the Mindslaver on top of my library. Weld out the Mana Crypt for Lodestone Golem. And then take their turn. Alright, they had a Knight of Autumn. So... How dead are you? Very. And they just scoop. All right, let's go to game 2. All right, here's game 3. Or rather, game 2. Game 3? I don't even know. We're in the last round. We'll play the Mishra's Factory and pass. I don't think we'll be attacking with it turn 2, but you never know. Crazier things have happened. Signet. This looks like it might be a good good hand to ramp into one of our draw 7s, although I could just jam the Lodestone Golem again next turn. Opponent opted not to sack there, Steve. Instead plays a Tireless Tracker, all right. Let's just play Lodestone here. I might end up trading it for the Tireless Tracker, but it seems pretty good versus the green deck when they don't have too much mana acceleration. The thing is, I could also just wait until Treachery, so we'll have to see what they do this turn to fully decide. All right, there is a land for the tracker. And yeah, I think we'll just take it. We're not in a rush. Almost certainly hurts them more than it hurts me. As they just pass the turn, okay. We'll play our land, go ahead and attack for 5. I imagine now they block and sacrifice. We will then play out Trinket Mage for 4. Go get our Soul Ring. And play out the ring. Alright, still looking pretty good here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 7 mana. Where are the Manglehorns and all those stuff? Here they come. They're going to kill Lodestone, though, instead of the Soul Ring with the Manglehorn, so I don't mind that too much. Gonna go ahead and chump here. Actually, no, that's not true. Never mind. No blocks. They're gonna sack their last clue. Hit me for 6. Pass. That's good. So we can do a few things here now. I think the plan is to I think the plan is here to just Treachery the Tireless Tracker, untap our 4 lands, into Time Spiraling, untapping 4 lands. Opponent has 6 cards in their hand right now, so this is probably a prime opportunity to Time Spiral. 2, 3, 4. Okay, didn't draw anything too exciting. Let's start off with a Brainstorm in case I hit Tinker. I can also Shelldock Isle away the Blightsteel if we don't hit the Tinker. We did hit the Tinker though, so let's put the Blightsteel on top and excess land. We're then going to play the Mana Crypt. Tinker away the Crypt. Get the Blightsteel that we know is on top of our library. And then Shelldock Isle. Wasn't in a good enough place, I think, to Mindslaver them out, so let's see if they can answer an 11-11. Plus, even if they do, we have Karn next turn off of the Shelldock. We have an active Tireless Tracker. I mean, we seem to be in a pretty good spot. GG's. All right, nice. And we'll pull off the 2-in-1 with a very nice deck. Got wrecked in round 1 by some potent blue-red counters deck, but did finish off 2-in-1, managing to win the last 2 rounds. And yeah, that's another vintage cube for you. This one with a lot more power. Mana Crypt, Soul Ring, Mana Vault, Tinker, Blightsteel, etc., etc. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. Again, like I mentioned earlier at the start of the video, Ravnica Allegiance is dropping online on the 17th. So probably not next week, but probably the week after we will start getting some videos of Ravnica Allegiance here on the MTGO Traders channel. So enjoy, and we'll see you guys next time.